Did you feel like you got robbed tonight?
I'm not gonna say robbed. It was a close fight. I did feel like I won. And whoever said I won 2 rounds, I'll beat your ass.
Tyron Woodley feels disrespected. He said he gonna beat yo if you thought he only won 2 rounds. So the judge, man, he looking for all y'all because he knows that's cap. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Throw a like on the video. Listen, check my other video. I'll put a card at the end of this video where Jake Paul got knocked down. I showed it. You guys could check that video. No matter what anyone says, that was a 10-8 round. You know? People, you could be the biggest Jake Paul fan or whatever. Boom, ropes kept him up. So I already talked about that, discussed that. Check that video out. But you guys heard the clip at the beginning. T. Wood says he feels disrespected. And the people, the judge that had him winning 2 rounds, he said he gonna beat that because he feels that's cap. He says, listen, the thing I respect about T. Wood is he was doing the interview and he did the interview with seconds out. And he was very fair, like outside of the part he said he's gonna beat somebody, but he said, I'm not gonna say it's a robbery, it's a close fight, but I thought I did enough to definitely win. And that's respectable. What is not respectable is when fighters have this perception of the fight that is not even realistic, but he was being realistic. He said it was a close fight, but in the end, I think I should have won. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with T. Wood. Do you see him as the victor, or do you think Jake Paul had secured and done enough to win? Under his MVP brand, this is what Jake Paul, the day after this, is what he had to say regarding his fight with T. Wood.
Get your tattoo and then we can talk maybe about it. Tyron, you're a bitch. You lost. Take it like a man. Get your tattoo and then we can talk maybe about a rematch. Till then, shut the fuck up. Tyron, you're a bitch. You lost. Take it like a man. Get your tattoo and then we can talk maybe about a rematch. Till then, shut the fuck up.
So he called him a bitch. So let me know what you guys think. Who'd you have winning the fight? I like the crowd. I thought it had a good crowd. There was a couple crowd fights and stuff like that. LeBron James was tweeting, a lot of celebrities. So people who were expecting like YouTube or influencer, this style of boxing to go away, doesn't look like it'll go away anytime soon. You know, it don't look like it'll go away anytime soon. It's at the end of the day, it's about the profitability, and Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they're proving that they're profitable. And a lot of people hating on that, guess what? Too bad. Boxers need to, if anything, learn what you can from the situation. Up your branding. See, I'm never gonna hate because I'm a realistic fan. You can say whatever you want. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they started off and made their name on platforms that I made my name on, you know, digital mob, especially YouTube. But I'm never gonna be mad at people who write their own history using the tools that they have. And social media is a hell of a tool. So instead of getting mad, and it's not just Jake Paul, T. Wood did a great job of building this fight as well. They did Showtime as well. They did a face-off. They showed you some bad blood. They showed you the gamesmanship. And then Jake Paul even showed a little bit of sportsmanship at the end, you know, and then T. Wood was kind of hot because he felt he won the fight. And as a result, it kind of turned into bad blood and started talking about the tattoos and stuff. So overall, I enjoyed the event. Some people will say Jake silenced the critics. Some people think T. Wood won. Let me know what you guys think. But I do feel the 2 rounds is egregious, because I mean, we all know it should have been I started off that first clip I showed you at the beginning, clearly a 10-8 round per Boxing Zone rules. So everybody had no choice but to give T. Wood round 4, and it really should have been a 10-8 round, right? You could say, oh, T. Wood should have picked up his punch count and this and that. Yeah, but you have to still judge what was present. And that should have been a knockdown. And so to say he only won one other round other than round 4, I think that's cap. I think Tyron was clearly the toughest challenge for Jake Paul. He hurt him. I don't think T. Wood was ever really hurt that I seen. and he was just conservative and very, very, very economical with his punches. But I thought he did the sharper work. Jake Paul had a couple shots that he landed, and he jabbed more. But it's funny because old media, when it's certain fighters, they all of a sudden they favor the guy who's using movement and staying away and jabbing, aka what they call running. But when it's a black fighter that's the aggressor and landing the more power shots, that's when you see the racist in old media. They say they prefer the jab and stay away and clinch and things like that, just like Jake Paul was doing. So when you have the complexion for the protection in boxing, you see it's different. But then when an Afro-Cuban like Guillermo El Chicao Rigondao or Floyd Mayweather uses their boxing brain and skill and lateral movement, use some ring generalship, use the whole real estate, then they get called runners and cowards and duckers and stuff like that. But Jake Paul being the bigger person, physically looking bigger, taller and things like that, he's celebrated. So it just goes to show you different people have a different set of rules. I understand he hasn't boxed his whole life, but again, the bigger person was the person clinching, initiating more of the clinches and jabbing. And again, old media, that's what they said they like. That's what they said they like when the power puncher is the black UFC fighter moving forward. That's what I've seen. Let me know. T Wood, he says he gonna beat the judge, but who scored it 2 rounds to him. Let me know how y'all scored it. And I'm out.